Today we are going to learn about another important annotations of Spring Core annotations. Okay, that is component and configuration annotations. So we are creating the bin as part of the last class. We have studied auto-air and qualifier, and then followed by the value annotations that we have covered. Okay, but as part of this component and configuration annotations, we are going to work. Okay, so how we can work with these annotations, I am going to show you. So from today onwards, uh, I will show you from the XML side, and then most of the cases after these annotations are finished, then every time, most of the time, we are going to work with the annotations only. Okay, not the XML. Okay, so let me show you. Let me create the class this time. Let me take some sample class to create the bin. So let me take a truck is a class, truck class, a dummy class I am taking, and here another take. Let me take one another class truck test to write the test of the truck class. Okay, that we are doing. Okay, this is the truck class we have. Okay, so in the last class we have studied valued at the rate valued. Okay, whatever the literal we will take here, then that will include with the value property, value annotations, right? So that I'm not touching now. So only I will show you how to work with the component and configuration annotations, right? So for that purpose, simply I will take one method, public void start truck is a dummy method. I'm just taking just to show you, like on calling up this method we'll see truck started, and don't ask me like how the truck started without any engine, right? So don't ask me. Okay, so let's the things apart. What I'll do, I will show you like, okay, let me take the reference of this employee class for the bean configuration. So employee, let me close this one, and here inside the resource let me create the class file, that is truck truck.xml, truck bean, or else truck beans.xml. Okay, this is the file, this is the file I have taken. Okay, let me paste this, and here if I close this, the beans tag, this is the bean tags I have already closed. Okay, so if any like, in order to create the property of the bin id, that is the bin id of any class, what we are going to do, we are going to pass, this is, we are going to use the bin tag like this. Okay, this is the method, this is the method approach we are following to create the uh, object of the bin. Okay, that is the another way. And or else what we can do, we can use the auto air kind of thing. That for that purpose I have already shown. That way also we can create the object, right? Okay, fine. So here what I mean to say, how we can create the object of the truck class. Okay, in order to create the object of the truck class, what we have to do, we have to annotate this as component. Okay, okay, my id got hanged. Okay, wait for some time, we'll resume then. Okay, let me write the component scan component. What does it mean? Whenever we will specify any component annotations on top of a class, what it will do? What we are telling to that IOC container, create the object for this class. Okay, so what it will do? IOC container will create the component, sorry, the bin object for this truck class. Okay, by seeing this one. Okay, fine. So, but it will create by seeing this one, but how will tell this this annotation to check, means I mean to say, like how the IOC container will get to know to create this to create the bin of this class, right? So for that, what we are going to do here is, like, we are going to write the bin.xml. Here we will use the special tag component scan, context colon component scan. What it will do, so basically we are indicating to the IOC container to scan all the packages, whatever the packages we are going to provide, scan, please scan all these packages. Wherever where the class in the inside this package, whatever the package we are going to provide, inside the package, if you find any class is annotated with the component, then please create the object create the bin id and create the object for that. Okay, that is what we are specifying. Okay, so here for this one we are going to specify com dot Prakash IT. This is the package. That means if we provide only this package, then what it is going to do, IOC container will check all the packages inside all the package, means this package and all the packages. Okay, if specifically will provide the truck class, then it will go to directly, it will go to the truck. Okay, so that is fine. Okay, that this is the things we just wanted to provide. Okay, once this is ready, then inside the truck class, what we are going to write? We are going to create the main method, and we'll write the application context is equals to new class path application context. Okay, class path application context, and here we are going to pass beans.xml. This is the configuration file we are going to pass. Okay, so because we whatever the configuration we have made here, this is the configuration we are indicating this to scan all all these things. Okay, all this package. So that is why we are trying to write this is the things. Okay, once we got this one, the context dot, we will call the get bin method. What is the bin name? Bin name is truck. Bin name is truck, and here we will pass truck truck dot class. Okay, truck.class will provide, and here we will write, we will hold this one by one variable, and that is what we are just trying to print, truck dot start truck. Okay, if we call, if the bin is created and successfully created by the IOC container, then it will start the truck. Okay, so let me run the applications. So as you can see, like it is the truck is started. Okay, that means the bin id, the bin object is created for this truck class, and it is on calling of this method, it is doing the starting the truck. Okay, this is fine. That means we can, instead of injecting the object, creating the object through the bin tag or auto-where, what we can do, we can specify whatever the bins we want to create, the bin object we want to create, just annotate the class with the component at the red component. Okay, that is the one thing. And in the XML file, just provide whatever the package it should, while creating the object for that bin. So how it will find, we have to specify. So specify that by context colon component scan, and where we have to pass the package names, right? Okay, fine, up to this is fine. Okay, but here to get rid of that, what we are doing, we are using the XML file. Okay, but without using the XML file, how we can get this information to work with these applications, right? So that is our agenda, like how we can eliminate this XML file. So we want, if we eliminate the XML file, then what approach we should follow? We should follow the Java config approach. Okay, so how we are creating the trucks beans.xml, this is the configuration file, right? So similarly we are going to create, let me create the here itself. So this is I'm writing uh, truck config. Truck config is the config class where we will put whatever the things we are providing the XML file, that we are going to provide here all in the truck config.java class. Okay, so in order to indicate this truck config is a Java class, in order to indicate this truck class is a configuration class. So what we have to do, Spring People provided @configuration. Okay, @configuration. So what it will do? It will indicate that a class T class one or more bin method may be processed by the Spring container and generate the bin definition and service request. Okay, so what it will do, by writing the configuration on top of a class, what we are indicating to the Spring IOC container, that this class is not a normal class, this class is a configuration class. Please take whatever the configuration that is there as part of this class and work accordingly and create the bin definitions for that. Okay, that is fine. And here in the truck.b, if you are not using this XML file, then how we will specify the to scan whatever the package it should scan? So for that we are going to use at the rate component scan. Here is component scan is there, and another one is scans also there, right? If I am not wrong, also yes, component scans is also there to provide multiple packages. Okay, so for this, for the time being, I will use the component scan. So here I will provide the packages com dot Prakash it. This is the package I just wanted to provide. Okay, so what it will do, once we launch the application, what it will do, it will come to the, it will find the IOC container, will find like there is a configuration, though this is the configuration file. I need to scan this package, and once I scan all this package Prakash IT, this one, so this package also fine, will scan this package, and this every all package it will find. And on the class, wherever it find the component annotation, so what it will do, as a container will create the object of that class. Okay, and register the bin id, whatever the, if we are not providing the bin id, for example, if I provide the id is something, uh, let me write is a truck. If you're not providing, then it will take the, create the bin id, the class name with a small letter, first name is small, then as it is, like how I'm specifying. This is the things, just IOC container will do. Okay, okay, up to this is fine. Okay, so now, so what we are doing, we are using this Java config method. Like here, I have given configuration, right? Truck config. So how it will read this truck config? Here in the test class, we are using the class path. What is the job of this class path XML application context? It is a type of IOC container. What it will do, it will load the file and it will create the appropriate IOC container. But here we are using the Java config approach, right? So for that, what I'm going to write here is, like, I'm going to comment this one. Instead of this new class path XML application context, I'm going to write annotation config application context. Here this one is deal with the annotation approach, right? The Java config approach creates a new annotation config application context that needs to be populated through register calls and then manually refreshed. Okay, that is the things we are we can do, that we'll see later. But only we are creating the register and refresh, that part we have to see. But for the time being, what I'm doing, I'm just using this annotation config application context, and inside that I'm just providing whatever the uh, truck config class we have created. Okay, so here truck config config dot class. Okay, this is the class we just have to provide. Okay, so this is the class we have just provided. Okay, so let me so here we are not loading this beans.xml, so it will not read this trucks beans.xml. Okay, so don't think that it will if I run, then it will uh, take the whatever it will take from the XML file. No, it will not take from the XML file, it will take from the config file. Why? Because we are using this annotation config application context. Okay, so fine, let me run this application. So we'll see what it will do. It will load this application context, and based on this component scan or configuration, so what it will do, it will load this uh, it will check this is a configuration class, and it will scan all these packages, and whoever the class is annotated with the component, then it will create the bin bin id, the bin object for that, and it will register the id with the IOC container. So as you can see, we got the same output by using this configurations, right? So there are some extension also, to this, so that we will cover in the subsequent video. Okay, so let me summarize what we have done here is, like, what we have studied today. So we have studied how to use component scan, component annotation to create the bin, and with the XML package how you can scan, and without XML how we can work with the Java config approach to deal with the creation of the bin ID, register of the bin ID, and how to scan all these things, right? This is the things we have studied today. Okay, so that's all for this video. We'll meet in the next class with a new contents. Okay, thank you.